So this is brand new. I just got this like a week or two ago and finally got it all set up. I think this is gonna be a good setup, but I've got walking gear because I've got a goal of getting below 300 pounds. Last time I weighed myself, I was 307.9. So I just need to lose 10 more pounds to get to my first goal, to get below 300 pounds. Then once I get below 300 pounds, I'm gonna get below 250 and stay below 250. But I'm serious about losing weight because when I first got this job, when my schedule was consistent, I try to walk more than, yes, good buddy. I try to walk more than 1 mile a day, and so now I have all this. This is just a water source. All this is safety. I've got a first aid kit. I've got a few knives. I've got a lot of water for him and me both. For night, I've got reflective stuff. I've got lights, stuff like that. Fanny pack when I wear it. So, and then obviously you see he has his shoes on because we'll go walking when it's hot. So I'm serious about it. I want to lose weight, and it's really windy and it feels good, so I figure why not go walk. This last time I walked was in Frederick, Maryland with my best friend Matt. That was like Wednesday. We walked a good 2 miles. Today's Saturday, so why not? No, do not get into your treats. Everybody's gonna have fun tonight. Woo! Yeah, everyone. Hey, dance party tonight, man. He's up for it. He asked for the dance party. Woo!
That gets in the last ones down there.
I seen it. Eviction notice on the door. I had to hustle. I seen it.
Are you still waiting? I'm sorry about the beeping in the background. There is nothing that I can do about the beeping in the background. So, you guys will have to bear with me. But this B&B transport out of California, truck number 1337. He legitimately called the police on me. for having a mechanic out here and the dog barking because my truck is messing up. And now he's doing a walk around pre-trip. Smoking a cigarette. He's getting ready to start running. I just want you guys to see him, though. That's the thing. Drivers like that should not be in the industry at all. I'll explain the story here in a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now the next day, August the 20th, 2023, which is a Sunday, and the tractor is still having problems. It still will not go into gear and do anything, so work called me and said that they're going to get the tractor towed to Freightliner in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So what I'm doing is I'm in the process of packing all of my stuff and all of Atlas's stuff that we need to be gone for a few days away from the tractor. So that's where we're currently at. We're trying to pack, or at least get things ready to be in a hotel for 2, 3, 4 days. And we're just waiting on the tow truck. So when the tow truck gets here, he'll hook everything up, take us down to Freightliner, and then we'll get all the information we need from Freightliner. And then I'm gonna go to a motel, and that's when I'm actually gonna sit down and start doing a lot of editing. And we will go from there. But I mean, none of this stuff upsets me or frustrates me anymore. The only thing is as long as I get paid for it, that's all I care about. Like, you know, that's the only thing I care about, as long as I get paid. But I'm gonna go back to finishing packing because I've still got a lot of stuff to pack and go through and get ready. No, I'm not really in a hurry or a rush or anything, because the tow truck's probably gonna be a few hours, but I just want to get that done while I'm thinking about stuff. Like, I'm thinking about, oh, I need to grab this, and this is where it's at, so that way I don't forget something. Okay, so here's the full story on the guy last night on while I was playing music and trying to keep him up and annoy him and make him mad. So long story short, yesterday when I shut down at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, the truck started messing up and was throwing all these codes and beeping, as you can hear in some of the videos. And so I think it was like finally at like 8, 9, or 10 at night, I called work and let them know, because I seen the transmission, it wouldn't shift. So I called them to let them know, and they sent out a mechanic. So the guy next to me got mad because he got woke up by us. Atlas was barking, and I can't control him barking. The mechanic is doing mechanic things, trying to fix the tractor, and sometimes that's not always quiet. So the guy rolls his window down, and he's like, you guys woke me up, you need to be quiet. And I'm hard of hearing, so every time I address somebody new, I immediately go, hey, I'm hard of hearing, hang on, I'm hard of hearing. And so I get close to him, like, hey, just so you know, I'm hard of hearing, I'm sorry I didn't hear what you said, can you please repeat that? And he's like, you guys are disrespectful, you have no respect, and da 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 da, and started going off. And I was like, whoa, you know, like I don't know, like what's going on? He's like, you guys woke me up being loud, and I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm like, yeah, I wish I was asleep. He's like, you guys are disrespectful. So I reared up on him. I bowed up on him and said, look, you're not going to get disrespectful with me. You're not going to have that tone of attitude with me. So we got into a yelling match. I told him, I said, get out the truck and address me like a man. You know, I'm not going to talk to you while you're inside the truck. If you want to talk to me, get outside the truck and let's handle it. And he's just, ma, you're disrespectful. You're a 3-year-old, and just going off on me. And so I told him, I said, okay, well, because you're being rude and disrespectful, as you know, we're trying to explain to you that, hey, I can't control my dog barking. I'm sorry about that. Like, there's nothing I can do. I don't mean for him to bark, and I'm trying to keep him from not barking. And I'm sorry about the mechanic doing mechanic things, but I can't control the noise on the mechanic side. You know, and I'm trying to tell him that and explain that to him and stuff, but he's being so disrespectful and rude and threatening us, both of us, the mechanic and I told him, I said, fine, if you want to go back to sleep, then I'm going to play my music as loud as I can. And I got a speaker, and I started playing music and being as loud and rude and obnoxious and disrespectful as I can, as you guys will see in the video. And so, you know, like I said, I apologized to the mechanic, because I said, hey, look, you know, like, I'm sorry, because I was trying to address the gentleman like a gentleman and have a civil conversation with him, but you seen the entire thing. You were there the entire thing. He threatened you, he threatened me and everything, and he actually legitimately called the police on us. And the police came out, and before the police got here, after the mechanic left, I called, said, hey, this is Doit DeWitt. I'm at Klein's Corner, the Chevron. I was like, did somebody call about a peace disturbance? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, I'm the guy that got called on. So, you know, like, are you guys sending people out, or are you guys not? Because if you're going to send people out, I'll stay up and I'll talk to them. But if you aren't, I'm going to bed. And they're like, yeah, we have people out. I was like, okay, I'll wait for them. So they got here, and I flagged them down, said, hey, I'm Doit DeWitt. You know, you're here for a peace disturbance call, right? And they're like, yeah. It's like, okay, well, I'm not the one who called. I'm the one who got called on. You're here because of me. So, you know, like, this is what's going on. My truck broke down. The truck won't go into gear. It's throwing code. So a mechanic is working on it. And the guy next to us got up and was threatening us and saying that we're rude and disrespectful, and just being a all-around individual. And, you know, I'm sorry that you guys had to waste your time and come out here and everything. And the cops, like, well, we got told that somebody was, like, kicking trucks and like destroying property and assaulting people and stuff. And it's like, are you doing any of that? I said, no. Like, he looked at me, and I'm wearing this shirt and these shorts, and I wasn't out of breath or anything. I was like, no, I haven't been kicking trucks. I have a mechanic who's a witness to everything. Like, I haven't assaulted anybody or anything, and all that. And it's like, so you're not the one that called, though, right? I was like, no. It's like, you're fine to me, man. And he's basically just laughed at the guy. And it's like, hey, we have another priority call that we have got to get to, that somebody's in a physical domestic assault. So, like, you know, bye. So we fist bumped, and there's 2 county deputy units, and they just took off lights and sirens and just like bats out of hell. And it's funny because the guy saw the cops show up, saw me talk to the cops, and then saw the cops fly and leave. The dude was pissed because I tried to talk to him after when I saw him and like apologize and like explain the situation, but he didn't want to be man enough and respectful enough to listen. So to me, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't care. I did the right thing. I have a clean conscience, and that's all that matters. So that's what happened. That's why, you know, you see the video of me playing the music and being rude, mean, hateful, and disrespectful and stuff. That is not the normal me. Like, I ever since I got out of the military and I got out of law enforcement and stuff, like, I wholeheartedly try to avoid conflict. That's why I'm a trucker, is to stay by myself. But Were you getting mad about a mechanic doing mechanic things trying to fix a tractor that literally won't go into gear and has a whole bunch of other issues, and to threaten us and call the police? Yeah, you're gonna have repercussions, like me playing my music as loud as I can and stuff. So so that was the whole story on that guy. But right now we're waiting on a tow truck, and I'm packing everything.